these guys are, the bigger you are, the more power you probably have, you know. Of course, the size make a difference. That's why you got heavyweights that hit harder than a junior middleweight, welterweight or something like that. But you got Terence Crawford, bucking up, right, getting bigger, swelling up, right, with the muscles. Canelo Alvarez doing the same thing, bucking up, swelling up with the muscles and all that, you know, picking up more weight. And that's the difference. That's the advantage, Canelo Alvarez have, of course, you know. And also, he got power and he got skills, you know. So the more and the bigger Terence Crawford get, the bigger Canelo Alvarez gonna get. He already used to fighting at, he already bigger than, you know, Terence Crawford, as far as, they physique, he already bigger than Terence Crawford, wider than Terence Crawford. So, and he used to fighting at 168, fighting at 175. So when he rehydrate up to like 200 pounds, right? He used to fighting these guys that rehydrate up to 200 pounds, right? Stopping guys, y'all, that's 200 pounds, 190 pounds, 200 pounds, right? After they rehydrate. I'm talking about these guys that he fight at 168 and 175. Edgar Berlanga came in, right? The fight was at 168. Him and Canelo Alvarez fight, he came in at what, 190, 200 pounds, something like that. Same as Canelo Alvarez. So Canelo Alvarez, you know, stopping these bigger guys, right? Which take more power. So I believe that give him the advantage. He's gonna use that inside the ring. He have to put on the pressure. He have to be aggressive. If he don't, right? If he don't go after Terence Crawford, he's gonna lose this fight. He's gonna lose this fight. Now, he been using Bruce Ennis to imitate whatever um or demonstrate Terence Crawford's style, right? Which to me, I'm just breaking down the advantage to y'all. I want y'all to get what I'm saying. I'm breaking down the advantage to y'all that Terence Crawford have. To me, right, Terence Crawford and Bruce Ennis is two different fighters. Two different fighters, right? But the reason why Canelo Alvarez is using Bruce Ennis because that's the closest style he get to Floyd Mayweather, the guy that he lost to, right? Which he think that Terence Crawford is similar to Floyd Mayweather, right? Which he's not. I feel like Canelo Alvarez sort of made a mistake using Bruce Ennis as a sparring partner, right? Because, like I'm telling y'all, Bruce Ennis and Terence Crawford, you know, it's not similar to each other, just as well as Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather. Okay, I feel like that's where Canelo Alvarez made a mistake. That's the advantage that Terence Crawford have, and the reason why I say that is because Terence Crawford, right? He don't only switch stands, right? He's a switch hitter, orthodox, and south. You know, he has switched to southpaw, right? He not only do that, right? That's what Canelo Alvarez is like, basically trying to get himself prepared for. You know, Terence Crawford switching styles, switching styles. But here's the thing, because I said he's not like Floyd Mayweather. Close, you know they do maybe one or two things similar to each other. Maybe. And only thing I really see is the reflexes. You know, they reflexes is kind of like similar, the same, right? So he's only preparing for Terence Crawford switching orthodox to southpaw. But Terence Crawford have multiple different styles in him. Multiple different styles in him. Yes, he have, you can see Floyd Mayweather in him when he's fighting. He do some things, a couple things like Floyd Mayweather. But he also fight like and similar to Marvin Hagler, y'all, right? And also Sugar Ray Robertson, right? I'm gonna say that again. He have multiple styles in him. He have multiple skill sets in him, that he inherit basically from Floyd Mayweather, Sugar Ray Robinson, and Marvin Hagler, right? And these is the skill sets, the styles that that Canelo Alvarez didn't prepare for.